Innovative volunteerism is a mindset change for all of us.
Today we will discuss innovative volunteerism and climate change. But climate change, as we know, every day the thunderstorms seem more violent. Flooding is more frequent and droughts more severe. Around the world, forests are razed. Crops are failing across the entire African continent and elsewhere. People are being forced to flee their homes, becoming climate refugees. Sea levels are rising, potentially drowning cities and even entire countries. The oceans are turning to acid, and salt is penetrating croplands and causing further serious challenges to food security crises that are plunging many. These issues, when you put Africa in the midst, that has contributed just merely 3% of global emissions, but we are the continent which will pay more. Indeed, this is already happening, as we can see from the floods, from the droughts. But as we see, young people and the young generation will inherit the worst impacts of the changing climate, and they will bear the future cost of the decisions made today. As countries are preparing to submit their updated nationally determined contributions this year, there is a unique opportunity, not only to consult and include young people, but to make them part and parcel of the implementation of the nationally determined contribution. This is not only to drive the Paris Agreement principle of intergenerational equity, but also to ensure we bring diversity, innovative perspective to the table, recognizing and valuing young people as key actors in advancing ambitious climate action. But how can we be able to do this practically? We must structurally guide and inspire youth and the young at heart to improve, to refine, and adapt their skills to drive enterprise actions that deliver climate solutions, leveraging on the competitive advantage sectors, especially in the continent of clean energy and agro systems. It is out of this that innovative volunteerism came about to be one of the biggest mindset change tools ever to drive climate change in the continent, through inspiration, through ushering youth and young at heart across the continent and the globe to retool their skills and apply themselves selflessly to turn their passions into profits in driving climate action as they turn challenges into opportunities. Innovative volunteerism is not a word. Through leveraging innovative volunteerism, over thousands of young people have been reached. Over thousands of young people have been engaged from a bottom-up approach, and where actors are now forging collaborations to drive climate action solutions directly at the community level and co-creating solutions that are turning challenges and bettering people's lives. Across the continent, examples abound. We have guided youth to work with the informal sector, and they're developing clean cooking solutions through recovery of waste to fuel briquettes. Indoor pollution, as we know, in the continent, they kill over 600,000, mostly women and children across the continent. And these women have committed no crime. The only crime they've committed is using charcoal to cook food for their kids. With structural guidance, youth are converting these agricultural waste to fuel briquettes that are providing socially, economically, and environmentally more beneficial opportunities than traditional charcoal. Household energy savings of up to about 50% have been recorded, with briquettes being 2 times cheaper than traditional charcoal and 3 times cheaper than kerosene. This is an addition to benefit of reducing toxic indoor smoking and pollution while preserving forests. This is what innovative volunteerism is doing across the continent. The youth have also been guided to work with traditional informal sector finance structures of cooperatives to deliver more capital-intensive climate action solutions of solar dryers. We are seeing across the continent youth from diverse backgrounds developing solar dryers, using local materials and delivering them in a model called pay-as-you-go as a drying service, helping cut post-harvest losses and reducing aflatoxin by over 50% and increase earnings of up to 30 times. That's the power of innovative volunteerism. Innovative volunteerism stems from the fact that many always think that without money they cannot do anything, which is a false narrative and has crippled many for many years. And now with motivation and innovative structured guidance, leveraging on passion, leveraging on inspiration for the willing, we are debunking that myth of money first attitude. The structural guidance is ensuring traceability of climate action solutions and accountability, which is key for transformational climate action development for both an individual youth and the entire continent. That's what innovative volunteerism is doing. And that's what each and every one of us should embrace. Innovative volunteerism is your tool. Embrace it, use it to touch lives. Get out there today and start mobilizing willing youth so that you can start turning waste to briquettes. You do not need to wait for anybody to guide you. If you are not willing to avail yourself to be guided, nobody can force you to. So what's my point? Only you can innovatively volunteer yourself to action. Do it. Innovative volunteerism is your tool. Embrace it and use it to touch lives of mothers in villages. And retool your skills as you turn challenges to opportunities. Yes, we can do it. Let's do it.
Let's embrace innovative volunteerism. Ah ouais, es